Today we are going to talk about the concept of nation and the state. Generally, we use the term nation, state, and country interchangeably, but there is a basic difference between these three. Nation, it is a psychological and the cultural unit, whereas state, it is a political unit, and country, it is a geographical unit. Now, we are going to talk about the nation. Max Weber defined nation as a community of sentiments. Means it is a very subjective term. It cannot be defined, but it can be described. So we can say that the nation is a community of communities. There are various sources of this oneness, this feeling, such as the common and shared history, common political beliefs, a common identity. So there are various sources of this on which we form a common sentiment. And let's talk about the state. It is defined as a political instrument such as government, administration, which rule over a particular territory and backed by the legitimate power. So the society agrees to follow a certain laws, a certain rules formed by government which they form. So we can say that the state has mainly four components, that is population, territory, sovereignty, and government. But most of the state in the modern time, in 21st century, are formed as a nation state. Nation state means where the boundaries of nation and the state coincide. It is relatively newer concept, and it is defined as a state which confer citizenship right as mean of political unity, and in return citizens declare themselves as a part of single nation. And there are three major components of nation state. First one is the nationalism, then citizenship, and then sovereignty. From there onwards, we can think about if there exists a nation without any state, without any political or government support. So answer is yes, and there are two basic concept and idea behind this. Nation without a society, without a state has been created. First one is as a separatist movement. Means the particular community belongs to a established nation that did not recognize themselves as a part of that nation, and they demand a separate nation for themselves, a separate state for themselves. They want sovereignty. An example of this is Chechnya, Scotland, even in some part of India, Nagaland concept. And second is the country has been established, the state has been established, nation has been created, but it did not gain so much recognition on the international platform. Countries or state like Taiwan, Palestine, Kosovo, these are the two more concepts, that is citizenship and nationalism, is also associated with the concept of nation and the state. Nationalism, it is a sentiment on which the nation has been created. Ernest Gellner wrote a book about it, Nation and Nationalism, and he described the idea on which the nationalism, the feeling of oneness, has been arised. And few of them are the shared and the formal education system, cultural homogenization, national identification as an abstract community, then linguistic standardization, cultural similarity as the basis for the political legitimacy, and much more. But the concept of nationalism in the Western nation, such as in European state and in USA, are much more different than the concept of nationalism in India, because India is relatively new nation state, and the nationalism feeling is on the basis of the the struggle, the shared history of national movement rise due to the national movement, the territory, and the state. Whereas in Western nations such as France, Germany, they are mainly created due to the feeling of nationalism on the basis of the cultural similarity, linguistic similarity, political unit, and the citizenship idea. It is mainly the political concept. It is a set of rights and duties given to a particular individual if he agrees to become part of that society. So, citizenship is a set of rights and duties.